All right, it's Michael Gougis. I'm with Roadracing World magazine, and I'm out here on the new Kawasaki Ninja 1000 SX, and I'm at the west rim of the Grand Canyon. I've ridden out here from LA with the stopover in Vegas, so kind of taking it easy on the trip, you know, not putting too many miles in at once, but putting in a lot of miles. This bike is a great bike for putting in some miles. It's a little bit larger, a little bit roomier than your basic super sport bike. The clip-ons are higher, they're above the triple clamps, and the pegs are a little bit lower and a little bit further forward. And it's a little bit heavier than your typical super sport bike. We weighed it at the certified Roadracing World scales, and it weighs exactly 540 pounds with the saddlebags on and a completely full tank. Okay? What it does do is eat up miles. It eats miles in comfort and style and speed. Kawasaki's thrown a lot of sophisticated electronics at this bike. You have clutchless upshifting, clutchless downshifting. You have a slipper assisted, I can do this, clutch, which makes using the clutch when you do need to use it really, really easy. It also has cruise control, which is limited at 85 miles an hour. I suppose I understand that. If you're going faster than 85, you probably ought to be paying a little more attention to what you're doing than just letting it sit on cruise control. The brakes are ABS, the thing's got traction control, it's got a lean angle indicator on the dashboard, which I'm desperately trying not to abuse. The bike is a lot of fun to cover miles. The wind protection is really amazing. I have the adjustable windscreen on its lowest level because I like the wind blast to hit me right about here in the chest. And you don't really realize how much protection you're getting until I pick up my hand to wave to somebody else. And it feels like my arm's going to be blown off. You know, you have a lot of wind protection that allows you to cover ground comfortably at speeds that are, you know, right at the top of what's legal in the United States. The motor is fantastic. The irony about the automated shifting is that you don't wind up doing a whole heck of a lot of shifting because the bike doesn't really need it. We had it on the dyno at M Racing Performance in Glendora, California, and the 121 horsepower is pretty cool, but the 72 foot-pounds of torque on an almost flat torque curve is really impressive. It's twist the throttle and stuff starts to happen and fast. And the really funny thing about this bike is you kind of think, okay, great, so it's a missile in a straight line. You know, lots of bikes do that. I gotta tell you, the ride up to this particular point at the west rim of the Grand Canyon includes some really, really nice roads. Big open sweepers, and the bike flicks easily. Once you add some compression damping, add some damping to the rear shock and bump up the preload to stiffen it up back there a bit. It's nice and stable mid-corner, and I had a lot more fun in those turns than I thought you would on a big touring bike. It was kind of funny. I would get to the point where I'm like, it's starting to do little things, it's a little weird, and then I'd look down at the speedo and go, oh, that's why it's starting to act just a little weird. So in summary, this bike is a really good bike to cover ground on. It eats miles in comfort and style and speed. It has a lot of electronic assists that allow you to keep riding the bike, but just make it easier to do the things that you want to do as a rider. When the road throws some twisties at you, it's still a lot of fun, and it's remarkably reasonably priced. I'm Michael Gougis for Roadracing World. Thank you for listening.